Yo, what's up? Welcome to a day in my life. If you are a land investor or an aspiring land investor, you're gonna follow me around and learn a lot of things today. We just got all this cool artwork up in our living room. I think it looks amazing. I'm gonna take you guys along for a full day in the life. We're gonna learn some cool things. All right, let's go. So I've been working on something pretty darn cool. I'm gonna take you into the office and show you just what we've been working on behind the scenes. This would be the first sneak peek anyone's ever gotten of this. Let's take a look. Okay, do not mind this weird looking placeholder of this gal from Eastern Europe. I have no idea where she's from. But you might be saying something, what the heck is this? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me explain, my dear friend. So if you have been a land investor for really any amount of time, you've probably come to the conclusion that selecting markets is a real pain in the ass. In fact, it's really, really difficult. The trouble is, not only is it difficult to do, it's also the dictator of our results, right? It is the top of the funnel. Where we decide to spend our marketing dollars, really at the end of the day, is what's gonna dictate outcomes in our business, right? Because the cost of data, the cost of mail never changes. So if I'm working in Alaska or if I'm working in Florida, those things are constants. And really, if we get to the core of it, that's what's gonna make or break our business, both in terms of the size of the opportunities that we have access to do in terms of deal size, also the speed at which our deals are gonna sell, right? If we can shorten that turnaround time for our deals, the velocity of our capital increases exponentially. At the end of the day, that's how we go from growing 50% a year to 200% a year, right? If we can just shorten those timelines and redeploy capital in our business, it has huge consequences. And so I've been thinking for months, how do we solve this problem? And I figured, well, what if we built out a team of data analysts that goes and scours the US and finds the hottest markets and goes and aggregates them into a monthly deliverable, essentially a newsletter sent directly to your inbox that says, hey, these are the markets that have the best demand, lowest levels of supply. Here's a breakdown of the ownership characteristics, out-of-state owners. Here's how much data is available for total owners. Break it down by actual size. So, hey, here's a sell-through rate on 1 to 2 acres, 3 to 4 acres, on and on and on again. And at the core of it, most land investors, A, don't know how to hire for this or can't afford to hire for this. But if we can go and build it out with economies of scale where we say, hey, we build out the team, you pay a small price and we'll pass this off to everyone else, right? It's like same thing with fractional ownership. So everyone is essentially getting to utilize this data, team data analysts. But the trouble is, even if you had the resources to hire a team data analyst, how would you even know how to direct them to solve this problem? And this is a problem that we've solved in our business, and we've seen ginormous results from it, right? Now, this is not as simple as just saying, cool, we're gonna give you a market and then it's done. We're gonna give you a list that has all the counties in it, that's gonna break down all the key variables, then you interpret that, and then you go find the micro markets kind of following our Leah principles, right? So that's what we're working on. The caveat is we are capping it at 50 members. We don't wanna erode the value by letting too many people in. So super excited. Anyways, back to work. Ciao. All right, just finished our weekly team meeting. Got some really exciting stuff cooking up. We've got an incredible 350 acre subdivide deal that we've been working on. We've got a gentleman who's actually a realtor who's gonna be helping us with the project. He's out walking the property today with the seller, which you might be saying something that seems insane. Well, I've got a lot of trust in the world and in this realtor. I don't think he's gonna do anything to kill a deal. He's gonna make infinitely more if he hangs around with us and works with us on listing the subdivide. And so we had a good conversation with him earlier. He's not going to be doing anything too silly. And we had some interesting deals sell. We had a nice larger deal with about a $59,000 profit sell in North Carolina. Then we just had a weird owner finance deal that sold for the second time. Someone put a $5,000 down payment on this deal, never made a monthly payment. We sold it again, $5,000 down, $10,000 a month for 8 months. This was one of our worst deals of last year. Our basis in this is about 40,000 bucks. So it sounds crazy. It's just an okay deal. We're just happy to get rid of it. There's some weird pipeline issues on it. We've got our coaching call in about 30 minutes or so for the Leah team. Now, something interesting that I want to share with you. As you can tell, I'm taking a walk before the call, and old Sumner 1.0 would have just worked uninterrupted until the call. I would have woken up at 6, started working at 6:30, and today I woke up at 6, read for 2 hours, started working around 8:30, and I'm going on a walk before this call. Now it seems super insignificant, but I'm telling you why that's significant. For the longest time, I had no trust. I had no faith, right? I thought if I let my foot off the gas for even a second, my results were gonna slip through my hands like sand. Everything was gonna erode. And I've realized is that lack of belief, faith, trust, whatever it may be, is a disrespect to the universe, disrespect to God, whoever you want to call it, and it's a disservice to myself, right? I've been avoiding running away from burnout for years because I've been constantly burning myself out, and I've been trying to get to the root of what causes that. And I think at the core is this compulsive need to always be doing, because at the core of that, there's this deep-seated belief that if I stop, things are going to get worse. And obviously, objectively, that's not true, right? But I think something really interesting happens when you start showing up in the world with faith, with trust, with belief that the world has got your back, that your interests are going to be taken care of, so long as you're coming up with good conscience, clear heart, all that jazz. And so yeah, as insignificant as this may seem, I've been really carving out time in between my days for white space, for doing nothing, to really develop that muscle of trust. And honestly, I've been happier than ever. And I don't think there's any getting that confused. I think there's a strong correlation there. So if you're a land investor, if you're an entrepreneur, you're just getting started, you've been in the game for a while, flex that trust muscle. Show the world that you trust that you're going to be taken care of. Just bringing that energy, that vibration is such a different feeling tone, and the world starts showing up different for you because of it.
Can't wait to go back.
Where you been, Shrew?
The DMV for forever. It was really fun.
What were you doing?
I got my Nevada residency and my Nevada license. I do have to go back for my car, but I didn't want to wait another hour.
What does that mean, now that you're a Nevada resident?
It means that I love strip malls. And I don't have to pay California taxes.
All right, big shout out to Liz, who just joined the Leah Group Coaching Program, as well as from this morning, Jonathan. What's up, John? Welcome. We've had so many people joining recently. So exciting. 2023 is going to be an awesome year altogether. Let's go. What makes you say that?
Oh, I'm buried in data analysis.
Yeah. Playing the market selection game, huh? All right, we just had an amazing effing call. I'm losing my voice for our Wednesday call with the Leah Group. If you are not in our Leah program, what are you doing? You can book a call down below. Check this out. The Ari here just got this super cool deal that he's locking up at 23 grand. It's actually going to be a double close. Looks like he'll be selling it for about 50 to 60K. Super exciting. Some badass deals getting done. Ari just joined us about 4 weeks ago, and he's already got a couple deals in his pipeline. He's crushing the positive affirmations everywhere. Any successful person I know has affirmations, whether it's verbally spoken or it's written out. Put the stuff that you want to embody in your environment everywhere you go. It rubs off on you. Just demolished lots of carbs, bagels, all this jazz, cereal, all healthy, of course, organic, everything. Getting ready to go hit a workout, but kind of in the same vein as what I was talking about earlier about creating white space, creating blank space in my days, and really understanding that it doesn't mean that I'm slipping up. That doesn't mean that I'm taking a step backwards. In fact, it's very much necessary to show up as a better leader, as a better coach, as a better business owner, as a better person. And so in the name of doing that, I've been carving out much more time to read. So I've got 2 things on my reading list right now. One of my favorite books of all time, Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck. Probably my favorite author. It's actually from my hometown. And The Journey of Self-Discovery, His Divine Grace A.C. Oh, this is going to be bad. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder of Akayara of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So, a diverse reading menu today, and we're going to go hit a leg kind of back posterior chain workout here in a little bit, but time to read. All right, it's time to go crush a workout. If you're in Vegas and you're looking for a good gym. All right, quick interruption. If you are looking to grow a 6 or 7 figure land investing business, you're most likely going to want to check out our land investing scholarship. This gives you access to the Leah Group Coaching Program at discounts never before seen, allows you to work with myself and directly with our team of Leah coaches. If you think you're a good fit for it, I recommend applying. The link is down in the description below. If you are selected, we'll move forward with a call and get everything going. Anyways, back to the video. Go to Lift Factory in Vegas. It's like northern Vegas. Such a fire gym. It's my my home gym these days. So yeah, let's go get it. Damn, I made a rookie mistake. I left my camera in the car. But to be honest, you probably really don't care. I lifted some iron. I did it for an hour, and that was really it. To be totally honest with you, I kind of am falling out of love with lifting weights. Now, don't get me wrong, that does not mean I would ever stop lifting weights. It's in my DNA at this point. I've been doing it for so long. But in the last year, I've just got this burning desire for long, tough endurance activities, mainly running. But I'm open to anything that's just a long slog, like a monotonous, grind it out, in the pain cave. I crave it like medicine. Like I literally crave it like medicine. And lifting weights nowadays just kind of feels fucking amateur to me. It's boring. But I still do it. I've been doing it since I was 17. It's just in my DNA at this point. It's in my genes. But I think I'm gonna sign up for another marathon. Maybe tonight. We'll see. I'm really feeling the running. I love it. I love it so much. I don't know if you can see that. It's actually pretty. That's the Red Rocks back there in Vegas. The way the clouds, the light, everything's hitting just right. I don't even know if you can see that on camera, but it's gorgeous. Came home to pickleball rackets. We're gonna go try to play tonight. Hands, pancakes. Yeah.
Breakfast for dinner.
Breakfast for dinner. Sliced pears. Ooh, that sounds good. Very exciting. We just got word back from a realtor who went and walked a property that we are about to go under contract on. It's a 350 acre, a little less than 300. It's like 340 some odd acres. Plan is taking it down into 35 or so 10-acre lots, 34 10-acre lots. It had some old oil wells on it, had some weird road issues. There was a lot we had to cut through, and there's a lot of false starts where we thought for sure this deal is just dead. Like there's, many times it looked like it was gonna fall apart, but we just kept at it. And so we actually had a realtor today go walk the property with the owner, which seems pretty crazy, but I've got a lot of trust in the world, and everyone was on their best behavior. Nothing weird happened. So we're going under contract at about 1.22 million. For the deal, and the way the realtor broke it up, so there's a northern portion of the property that's really nice, about 150 acres. He says those can conservatively go for about 15K an acre, so that's 2.2 million or so right there. And then the other 150 acres, there's some old oil and gas wells on them. They're just not as pretty, and that will be somewhere around 8K an acre. Now he still says there's a world where some of this stuff can fetch a little bit more of a premium, but if we're underwriting it conservatively, puts the deal around 3.2 million or so. Super duper exciting. There's still some additional costs, right? We've got the cost of capital. We also have to look into cutting in a gravel road. There's a gated entrance for this road, so we need to get clickers for everyone to get access to going onto the property. We may actually need to improve the main road that leads to the property because it's a little bumpy, a little funky, and we might actually put a budget to like annual road maintenance to take care of the roads, just because they are kind of crummy. But very exciting. A good reminder that good things happen when you start chipping away and you just don't stop. And what's crazy is in December, last December, 5 months ago, I told Sarah, I'm going to do a subdivision. I'm going to create a subdivision. I said, I'm going to do it. I have no idea how to do it, but I'm going to do it. And fast forward 5 months later, we've got a deal that we are closing on right now. It should close this week that we're subdividing. And then this monster deal and a couple others in the pipeline. And it's a good reminder that literally anyone can do this. And I just have been chipping away and feels like I'm learning a whole new business, honestly. I've just been chipping away at it. So you can do the same.
Let me put my shoes on the couch. So I had to lay on the floor.
Why?
Because I didn't want to take them off because I thought we were going to...
But what if you put the shoes on the floor like this?
Because I wanted to, like...
Let's go play pickleball.
Okay.
Waiting our turn.
God damn it.
Just want to play some pickleball.
Or three.
So, done playing racquetball. Kind of an interesting story. When Sarah and I first started seeing each other, we did a random trip to Hawaii, whatever the word is. We've been talking for about a month. We decided to go live together for a month in Hawaii, the Big Island, and it was really like where our relationship blossomed, and it turned out to be an amazing experience. But when we were staying in Hilo, we were in like this jungle cabin, and it would get super rainy at night. It was just dump rain. It was in November. And so we wanted to get cozy. We would go and make pancakes. We had like breakfast for dinner every night. And ever since then, it's still a staple in our house. So I'm a big fan of this Birch Benders grain-free pancake mix. We've got some pears, some sugar-free maple syrup, which isn't honestly very good for you, but I'll eat it. Sarah likes counting her macros, and then eggs, bacon. It's going to be amazing. It's been a long time since we had that. And on that note, we are going to close out this day in the life, if you will. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully you got something from it. If you are ready to scale a 6-figure land flipping business where you can work anywhere in the world, if you've got no cap on your income, and you want to be in the biggest, most badass land investing community out there, click the link down below. You can schedule a call with myself or the team. We'll go through, do an initial about 15-minute call just to kind of get a sense of where you're at, where you're looking to go. If we feel like we can help you, we'll dive into a second call, which is an hour long. We call this our strategy call. We'll go through and build you a roadmap where we reverse engineer where you're looking to go, and we'll show you exactly how to get there, right? We'll give you the play-by-play. We'll show you examples of other folks that were in your shoes that have done the same thing. And even if you don't decide to join us inside the community, that call alone is worth thousands of dollars. Like, you will take away nuggets on nuggets. And so, nothing to lose. Looking forward to talking to you. Bye.
Living life every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days. Fuck me, I'm looking in the mirror.